Come on, Rome.
Let's
we
get
ain't
it.
got
All right.
time for this. Let's
Won't
get
stop,
into this
can't
right
stop,
now.
won't stop.
Let's go.
Can't stop, won't stop, can't stop.
Ooh
Can't stop, won't stop, can't stop.
Ooh
Can't stop, won't stop, can't stop.
Okay. What's good? It's 2023. If you ain't know yet, it's a new year for opportunity. It's a new year for growth. It's a new year to restore energy back into yourself that you may have lost in 2022. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, it is your time to do it. Listen, because this year is going to be the best year yet. And every year after is going to be the greatest year coming. And you already know what time it is. It's the official Out of the Box podcast. It's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. I go by the name SHAKETASPEAK, a Southern Belle. And to the left of me, we got my brother Jerome in the house. What's good, Jerome?
Hey, can't stop, won't stop.
And you already know what it is. That's all we have. We're going to leave it. Can't stop, won't stop. It's 2023. It's Out of the Box podcast. We back, baby.
You know, so crazy. See, y'all don't know. We took that like a 12 takes. It's okay. You know, it's cool.
Thanks to Jerome.
Shout out to Shakita. You know what I'm saying? She
Really?
basically let me have some in my mouth.
Are you really going to
have some in my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Are you really going to lie?
We got to let.
Are you going to really lie?
Know.
He kept forgetting when was his cue, to be quite honest with you. If he was paying attention like myself, we would have been okay. But anyway,
I'm Leonardo DiCaprio.
Let's get into it. So let's talk about what we're going to be talking about today, bro.
Well, anyway, we're going to talk about back to what we was talking about earlier.
No, we're not. We're about to get right into the podcast, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's the official Out of the Box podcast, starting from the top. And Jerome is going to introduce the topics.
All right, asshole Shakita. Okay, we're going to just basically like that. So the thing is that, all right, one of the reasons why we basically love this song right here is Kodak Black, man. Like, yo, that nigga is just a monster. Like, this song right here is crazy. You know what I'm saying? When this go off in the club, you be like, yo, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop.
Ooh,
that's my shit right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, I like to talk about, you know, the niggas that's making money. You know, they doing their thing out here. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they balling. But the craziest thing is, like, they have, like, all these daddy-yaddies or these wifey-ifeys. You feel what I mean? See, the thing is that, like, I feel like this is what I want to say. It's like, when it comes to men in power, like P. Diddy, we gonna, you know, say his name out there. We respect P. Diddy. Don't get me wrong. We ain't trying to talk no dirt on your name or anything like that. We respect you. We think everything that you did with Bad Boy is crazy.
Legendary.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is that, like, you had Biggie, all this stuff like that. But, you know, I think what's more legendary is the wifey-ifeys you have. You know what I'm saying?
It would be for somebody like you.
You know what I mean? I look at, like, I would love to basically be like, all right, damn, I got a kid with another woman, but I still love you, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Is that how it be?
that's how I be. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like these people that are in these positions, they will have multiple girlfriends or multiple girls that they miss with. And I know that these other women know that they basically missing with other people. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you talk to a billionaire and be like, oh, well, please stop doing this. I will leave. The billionaire be like, you know what? All right, I found another one like you. You feel what I'm saying? So the craziest thing is I want to know is, like, when it comes to women, that's why Shakita is going to be the person to speak for the woman voice. Because I want to know.
I will try my best.
Because I want to know. Okay? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, I just think that, you know, with me in general,
okay,
if there was like a woman boss, like a Cher, right? Because Cher got a young nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, like, you know, how would you basically take? Because Cher, she can have any nigga she want, for real. She got that money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, what makes you stay if you know that they got other girls or whatever? You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is like,
gotcha.
They got that money to be like, shut the fuck up. I got you this Lambo, okay? But I got this other person pregnant. Shut up. You know, I never dealt with no one like that. No, so I'm gonna say, and I want to ask you, Shakita, why do women be like, okay, I understand.
Total disclosure, that's not me. I don't have anything against it, but I just want to put it out there for the world. That's not my thing. But for the women who do participate in those type of lifestyles and engage with men who, I guess, have relations with other women and are okay with it, I think they have gotten to a point in their life where they've actually just grew to kind of accept it. Like, I've actually spoken to someone before who's actually said that the reason why, they, like, let's take for example, like a poly relationship. Let's take a poly relationship for example. You know what I'm saying?
So what a poly is, I don't know what that is. I'm stupid.
Let's see. Okay, so let's say you're in a relationship with multiple people, 2 or more people, and you guys are all on one accord, and you guys are all in a relationship together, basically. Okay, so I've spoken to someone and asked them, like, I asked the female, like, why are you comfortable with a poly relationship? And they was just simply like, it men gonna cheat anyway. So why not?
The craziest thing is, don't say no names, but it's like, who the fuck do you know in a poly relationship? Who do you ask?
I don't know. I actually know a few people, quite frankly.
Hold on, is it in Martinsville?
No, I'm not gonna disclose where they're from, but I just know people. I just know people.
Niggas need to go there. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know, but it's just and actually I just kind of it's crazy because I actually been discovering that a lot of people that I know are with that shit.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed, like, I was just scrolling on social media and I found out like another person is in a poly relationship, and I never even really even knew it. And it was like somebody that was totally unexpected. But anyway, I think it's becomes, for some people, it's about, I think they feel like, everyone cheats anyway. So if they gonna cheat, at least they being out in, at least they're doing it. They're not really cheating if you know about it. So I feel like that's how some people feel about it. And I feel like some women look at it too. They looking at that situation like they accept it because, they feel like if you go, you just gonna do it behind my back anyway. So it's better to be upfront about it. So I feel like that's why some people allow it. That's one perspective. Okay.
All right. I want to ask you, Shakita.
And then
number one. See, because the thing is, I want to know why you don't accept it. Because I understand like this, right?
I think. Well, I know me anyway.
She is definitely like, they come from the same cloth, and it's crazy. I don't know why she feels this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why do you feel the way that you feel? That at the end of the day,
why I'm saying it's not for me?
Yeah,
because I know myself. I feel like the first thing anybody can do before in trying to engage in a relationship with multiple people, you have to know yourself. And I know myself, and that shit would never happen because I am.
Why?
Because I'm jealous, for one.
Okay.
I'm overprotective. What's mine? Well, I don't want to say jealous. That is a really
what you feel. What you feel.
Shut the fuck up. I am saying what the fuck I feel. That's what I'm saying. First of all, I am not jealous. I am a very selfish individual. What's mine is mine. I don't give a fuck what you call it. What I believe is what's mine is mine, and I don't want anybody to touch what's mine. Point blank, point, period. That's mine, and I'm here to let you guys know that shit is mine, and that's just is what it is, and I know that about myself. So you gotta go out here and find somebody who gonna be on the same accord as you. Now, if you out here thinking that, you don't think nobody is going to be on the same accord with you, and you feel like you got a result to that certain thing, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I just know myself personally, and I know I'm not with the shits. All I know is I know what's mine is mine, and I want to let everybody know what's mine. And that's just it.
So you're just saying like this, right? So if your man was like, I want to
fuck that shit.
Whoa. Let me finish what I gotta say, Shakita. So if I think it was like the nigga that you basically dating right now, you love, and he's like, something just not right now. I just need I need sprucing up
Okay.
the bedroom. What's going on?
You can go out there and find what you want.
You gonna stay?
Hell no.
Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, maybe
I'm not going to be the type of person that keeps somewhere where they don't want to be. If you feel like you missing something, I feel like you need to go out there and find whatever you looking for.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? Shakita got the military hat on. She ready for this, right? She's like, yeah.
I'm done. I'm
so
done.
that's the crazy.
But no, that's just how I feel. I feel strongly. I feel like people have. You just got to know yourself, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got to know what's for them and what's not for them. If you know that you want to be in a relationship with multiple people, then you got to find somebody that's okay and on the same page or willing to bend to that. But all I know is I'm a type of selfish individual, and I don't like to bend to things like that. I'm just I believe what's mine is mine, and that's it.
So you basically are like one of those people, like, they're like, okay, it's like, I'm not just saying like in a day, like I want you to put like think this in offensive, like, you know how a dog piss on something, like, yo, this is mine, this is how you are, you feel what I'm saying? So like, let's say for instance, like, person, I'm like, you know, I love you, I think everything about you, but you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to do something else, you know what I mean? So it's crazy.
What you trying to do?
It's like, you know, person want to have other things that, you know what I'm saying?
You want to go out here and talk to somebody else?
I mean, it's like maybe that person might feel.
I appreciate you for being honest with me, but I'm gonna let you know this: I'm not the person for you because I'm never gonna participate. Okay, but if that's what was for you and you feel like that's what you need, I need you to go find it. Bam.
I'm gonna tell you like this: I agree with Shakita 100%, but you know, I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I just think that like with certain situations, I would feel the same way.
I feel like girls, I feel like if you are gonna tolerate it, one thing that I can say, at least have a nigga with some money. I ain't gonna lie about that part.
Okay,
but I know for me, I'm not that type of person because I don't really like. Don't get me wrong, I love money. I'm a hustler. Period. I love the bag. But at the same time, I don't love the bag that much to go over my morals. Do you know what I'm saying? I got morals. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and I stand on my morals. And that's just what it is. Like, there's like, I'm not going to step outside of myself for a bag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Well, since you said that, I'm glad that you bring that up. So, what do you think about P. Diddy's girl? You know what I'm saying? But she's a fantastic artist. You're not talking.
She's beautiful. I love her. I love her personality. I love everything about her. I think she's a very cool girl. But I think that's their situation, and and she accepts it. But she also admits that she does her too. So I guess if you can if she could find some type of peace in what they got going on, and she like it, then whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Think she felt the way when P. Diddy found out with that baby?
Well, she already knew about it.
You know, I mean, I don't know. She kind of felt a little sad about it.
Bro, listen, I think she was doing it for the gram, but I already think she knew about it. She already know what's going on.
I don't know.
I feel like she has to know what's going on.
So you think that basically he be like, yo, I'm going to have this baby coming up.
Absolutely. He told her. He probably didn't tell her right when it happened, but he told her.
So, all right. So, the thing is, I feel like this, right? Because he treated
I feel like at the end of the day, sometimes people with money and power, they feel like I'm going to tell you what it is. They feel like I can say whatever I want to you anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kind of like what you said. It's kind of like, if you don't like it, then go do something else. And I feel like that's what I feel like when you got money, especially like if you was a billionaire, it's gonna give you a different type of ego. Like, you're not gonna give a fuck what anybody gotta fucking say, for real, because you can go out here and do what the fuck you want to do. A lot of things you can do, you could just buy, for real, and that's just what it is. And some people is about the bag a lot, where they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think that,
Do you think their relationship is about the bag, or how do you think it is?
Yes, bag.
You really do?
It's like bag day. You feel what I'm saying? Bahamas on a bag day. That's how I feel. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
do you feel like if P Diddy wasn't P Diddy?
No.
And let's say if he was just
no.
let me no. Let me say this. I'm trying to give another.
No.
Who's another like producer, record label who's big but not as big as Diddy? Who would be somebody?
Let's say Q cut from Quality Control.
Okay, yeah. So if that's a great ass example. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's say Q. Let's say Young Miami was not signed to QC, and she would. No, it's not Q. You mean P?
PQ and all of them. They
I'm done. Okay, so let's say she P. All right. No, let's say P wants to date Young Miami. Do you feel like she would be accepting of being in multiple relationship? Well, being with a dude who is in multiple relationships with other people and just had a baby. You think it would be the same?
I mean, P has like
P ain't Diddy though.
I mean, he ain't Diddy, but the thing is, he still got a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like.
I mean, I understand. No.
Cardi B.
The bag is different. The bag is different.
It's $1 billion bag.
The bag is different. Yeah. The bag is different.
I feel like.
You think she'll accept it?
I feel like this, right? You know, if you Diddy, the song gonna sound, toot that ass up, da 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 da. You feel what I'm saying? Compared to like Q. Like, Q be like, throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle, you know what I'm saying? It's a different situation.
I feel like Diddy would. I feel like Diddy could tell somebody to bark and they gonna bark.
They will. I feel that way.
He'll be like, bark.
Yes, for real. Like, Diddy money is crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like, that is wild.
If Diddy told you to bark, would you bark?
No. Look, I'm gonna say it like this. Like, I'm not a nigga that basically. I turn down fucking bags, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not going to just do something for something, you know what I mean? Now, that's the thing. I think, like, one of the main things that, you know, I respect about Shakita, you know, she ain't going to just take any bags. She ain't going to do anything, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she is about her business, you know what I mean? So, like, thing is that that's why me and her are, like, family, you know what I mean? So the thing is that, like, there's certain women out here, they be like, we don't fucking give a care about our standards. If you do a certain thing, we're just gonna basically deal with it because you can abuse me or fuck with other people and everything like that, and we're gonna just deal with it.
Yeah, some people get blindsided by the bag. You know what I'm saying? I think
the bag doesn't mean shit because at the end of the day, you can have the bag and still be depressed,
and you can lose that bag at any time.
100%, 100%.
Let's look at Kanye right now, like millions.
Yeah.
He's still a millionaire, don't get me wrong, but he still lost a lot though.
Yeah, I mean,
but it shows that people, you can have something and it can be gone.
The funniest thing is niggas when come to Kanye West, like, oh my god, I still have millions. Okay, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? But it's
still
like,
a millionaire.
You feel me? It's like, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And I think that, like, the reason why I bring this up is like these women, they was like, oh, and the thing is, this is a stupid fucking analogy that they say. They be like, I'm so sad, but I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini. I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce. Well, why fucking cry at all? Why? Because that car that you have is of no value after it leaves a lot. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. I think it's different, but it depends on the statement. Because I ain't gonna lie, if I'm gonna be sad about some shit, I'd rather be sad and rich. but it makes me feel even better when it's my bag that made me rich. You know what I'm saying?
You know, at the end of the day, even if it's my bag that make me rich, there's still sadness. There's still depression. There's still, like, things that's there, right? So, okay, I put you into a dark episode here, right? Now, the thing is that you love this person and you feel this way about this person, right? But you have all the money in the world, and I've seen this personally, and you can go anywhere, buy anything that you want. You know what I'm saying? Money is not an issue. But you go home and there's no love there. You talk to your kids and be like, you know what? Hey, kids, I love you and everything like that. The thing is, they're not thinking of anything about you because they think that they're so spoiled and everything like that. They're like, I'm dealing with this game I'm playing, or I'm dealing with this boyfriend that I'm dealing with right now, right? Because they ain't giving a fuck. You go to your husband and like, you know what? I love you and want love. And that person's like, I'm sorry, I can't give you the love that I can give you right now because I'm working too much. I'm hard at work. Reality could be missing with someone else, but you don't know. And you have all these things, and you have everything in the world, but everything in the world don't mean anything because in the day,
yeah, money can't buy happiness. 100%.
You have all this stuff, and it doesn't mean anything. And it's then you realize when I didn't have any money or broke, I was more happier because in the day it's like we have the belief of what we can do to make us feel great, right? But right now you have everything. Your husband don't really give a fuck about you. The kids take you for granted because they're like, you know what? At the end of the day, this is the life I live. So it's like, you can say I cry in this Lamborghini or whatever, but regardless if you're crying in a Lamborghini or crying into a poor ass house, what's the difference? It's still sad. So you can play all these things about what you feel. But I know at the end of the day, it's like you might be like, okay, P. Diddy, I understand you have this kid. I know about it. But in reality, you wish you had that kid. You wish this person cared about you. So if someone didn't care about you and you had this other kid, like, what the fuck is your life living for? Just because you got this popping podcast? What does that mean? It means nothing. It shows the outworld that, okay, that's fantastic, but what about the world you live in right now? What does that mean? So that's the thing, Shakita. That's how I feel like when it comes to those situations where people feel. Because even me and you talk about certain people and be like, okay, they have this fancy world and their person can be mixing with so many people and they be like, you know what? I'm still sad. I'm depressed. What does that mean? So that's my answer, Katie. What do you think? What women should do when it comes to those things?
I mean, I think it's time for you to take a step back and evaluate your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's first and foremost. I feel like anything you do in life, you gotta put yourself first. I live by 3 things: individuality, self-worth, and and faith. Like, honestly, I feel like without those 3 things, then it's gonna be hard enough for you to be able to find yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, to be quite honest with you, and I feel like that's what everybody has to get to a point in life, and they have to realize those 3 core values. Once you have those 3 core values, I feel like life is up from there. That's when you really start living, when you really truly understand yourself.
Definitely understand that real quick, but you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, there's certain situations where I feel that when it comes to people, is like people feel entitlement that they need to be in a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not always promised. But in the day, like I said, like this, not always promised of what it is. And it's like, you know, people just feel that they should be entitled to certain things, even though like the other person don't feel that way. And what I mean by that is that, you know, when it comes to life and you just basically accepting all these things, if a person basically told you from day one, why do you accept these things? Like, that's the thing, Shakita, is like, I feel like certain women, when it comes to those people that are powerful, if the person tell them, like, I want to mess with all these girls or whatever, some people be accepting, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, through time, sometimes they don't. Because it's like, all right, the person like, I would basically be a second baby mama, a second girl, whatever. But at the time, they were like, I want to be the one. Why is that? Speak with these women.
At a time, why they start off being like accepting, then they be like, I want to be the one. I think once I feel like if you do that, it's because you always had that in you. It's just like, to be quite honest with you, people just don't switch up, you know what I'm saying, like that automatically. It's always been in them. So if you know, for example, like, let's say one day you wanted to get married, right? the person you with don't want to get married. In the back of your head, you always gonna have some type of like resentment to that person, and wanna potentially be like, dang, why this person didn't want to marry me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's what it is. Like, honestly, I feel like if somebody just was to switch up, it's because it's always been in them, and truly they thought they were okay with something, but then they realized that they wasn't doing it for them, they was doing it for that person at the moment. So it's different when you and I want to take that back kind of like a little bit, not saying somebody can have a difference of opinion and not be on the same page as that person, because I do feel like people can be on one accord eventually, like, you know what I'm saying? I do believe that. But the difference is when you are just allowing certain things to happen for another person, but you're not doing it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let me ask you, because you said that you know a lot of women that basically are for all these, like...
I didn't say I know a lot of people. I just know more than what you think.
So, all right, let me ask you, for the people that you know that more than I think, that's a lot. But you know what I'm saying?
Poly?
Yeah. So wow.
That's down with poly.
So,
and I don't know all the terms and stuff, everybody. So that's why I'm saying poly, because there's so many different terms to it.
Well, just say that.
Like, that's polyamorous.
The people that you...
I think I said that word wrong.
Yeah, probably. But the thing is like, the people that you know in there, what is like their... Like, if you talk to them and like, what do they feel? What is their thought process of it? Speak for them. Like Martin Luther King right now. Speak for them.
Honestly, I mean, for one of the individuals that, honestly, I just feel like that's actually a conversation that I would rather to probably potentially try to bring somebody on the show who has participated in.
That would be fantastic.
So I think that might be something that I might work on, try to get somebody on the show. But I don't want to speak for them, because I don't want to get it
put a little bit
out of context. That's what I'm saying.
So the thing is, I put too much heat on.
Exactly, and I'm not going to let you do that.
Right,
but I don't want to talk out of context, because...
Let me do it like this.
Let me do it
like this. Let me do it like this. Okay. This is not what they think. It's not their thought process. So I want to make you feel like that. So no one basically come educated. All right. So what do you think? Okay. Because it's like, what you think of what is going on, what they feel. You know what I'm saying?
What do I think that's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Feel? Not about...
I feel like for the people who do take those steps, it's eventually because them and their partner have came to some type of agreement to be accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how it starts out. I don't think it always works out though for people. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like, have you ever been like, you know how they always say like somebody always catches feelings or stuff like that? I do feel like sometimes they're in a lot of those type of relationships, people do grow jealous and 100%. they want to go their own way. And
I'm gonna tell you a crazy thing, Shaketa. I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's like this, right? There's always a girl that you talk to, right? I know niggas can understand what I'm saying. Is be like, I go both ways. I like niggas and I like girls.
Yeah, one of them, she loved one of them more.
Yeah, but the thing is that, all right, okay. You like, all right, I like that. I like sex. That's how you go, right? You like, I like sex. Sex is amazing. All right. So the thing is, right? It's like you have to play it a certain way. So, all right, let's say, for instance, the girl that you talk to, 90% of the time won't let you choose the girl that you want. You feel what I'm saying? The girl could be bad as a motherfucker. Right. But she'd be like, I don't want that.
That's facts.
Let me talk to the girl, Tina. Tina, she's cute. And you're like, okay, all right, she cute. But if you just, like, let's say that you're going to have a sex and Tina, you just going crazy on Tina.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. That's the shit that'd be crazy though, for real. Yeah. And it's crazy because I actually had talked to this guy before. Not I talked to him like, we dated or anything like that. We were just having a conversation. He actually told me about him and his girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, it started off with they having threesome with her girl, but then the situation turned into him and the friend actually linking up when the girl wasn't there or wasn't around. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was starting to have a lot more sex than what him and his actual girl was having sex, but it started off as like a threesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be shit like that. Like, that's the shit that I would be like, damn, like,
The disclaimer, we're not trying to basically destroy these things.
And I'm not telling anybody's story. Nobody know who I'm talking about.
You know, at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, it works for some people, works for not. But, you know, sometimes some women feel that way. You know, like this one girl told me that, you know, don't be going a little too crazy on the other girl. I'm like, what? Dog, I'm having sex. Like, I should basically...
Wait. You had threesome before?
Never had a threesome. But, you know, these were the things that, you know, the thing is that...
the first nigga that I know would admit that and not lie about it.
Yeah, I never had
I feel like niggas lie. I don't know why, but niggas be like, I had a threesome before. But I be like feeling like a whole lot of niggas be lying.
Yeah, I mean, like, no. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, a threesome is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, a threesome is not no easy thing. I feel like you got to be like you know, get a ring. Like, I feel like entertainers, yeah, they get them shit a lot. But you know what I mean? Like, you got to be a real nigga to be like, all right. Because I feel like a lot of niggas that have threesomes that's not entertainers or whatever, they always have that one, all right, they have that girl, then they have that one joint, they're like, yeah. She's not the one I need to be with, but, you know, it's a threesome.
You know what? That's crazy. It just made me think about something. I think I might have told you the story. Did I ever tell you about the story about me being offered $10K?
No, you didn't tell me that, Kay.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know you want to talk about this, but it's okay. All right.
I never told you about that?
We can talk about it. Let's go.
It was like you made me kind of like think about it a little bit when you were saying stuff. But I don't know if I should talk about this. But I'm not going to disclaim anybody's name or anything like that. But I have been offered $10K before to have a threesome. And it was very tempting because it was like $10K. But I didn't do it. And I didn't do it because, honestly, I was in a relationship. I was in a relationship at the time, and I didn't want to just step outside of my relationship and do something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to have my morals first. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't want my significant other to go out here and engage in sexual activities with somebody for some money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would hope they would love me more than that. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of tempting, $10K. Oh, it was $10K and a trip to Paris.
Trip to Paris.
Paid for it, like everything. But, you know, it was so crazy about that situation because the guy picked me. Yeah. It was the guy who picked me. Yeah. And the guy who was wanting to pay me. And it was crazy because he showed me to his girl. And the girl was like, yo, she cute. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, I want to too. And I was like, I thought that was so weird though. Like, I thought it was weird that she accepted that it was like she allowed him to pick somebody and she was cool with it. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I would never be okay with nothing like that.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's clearly, if a guy is picking a girl that he knows, it's evidently he's been wanting to do something with that girl a long time. Yeah. And he was willing to pay for it. Yeah. That was crazy. And right then and there, I was like, niggas is scandalous. Niggas can be scandalous sometimes, yo.
I feel like girls can be the same way. They're just so scared to do it. Like, just imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see, like, they're like, big dick Jimmy, I need him. And be like, yo, I'm paying you $10K, come in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like women do the same thing, but it's like they not brave enough to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But
I don't know. I think a billionaire woman would.
You said what?
I think a billionaire woman would not be scared.
Would you, if you was a billionaire, would you do some shit like that? Like,
let me ask you. Nigga, let me tap that ass for $10K. I feel like I would be confident as fuck saying it if I wanted to do that. Right, but I don't want to do that.
I know you want to do that, but I'm saying, if you was a billionaire, let me ask you, would you talk to your nigga a different way?
I mean, like what? Like
I'm saying, like, if you a billionaire,
like if I was a billionaire, he was just like making $600,000 a year or some shit like that.
Yeah, like if he was a billionaire and he wasn't making like as much as you making. Like, let's say you just have like make $100,000 or $50,000. What are you doing?
I don't think I'll be talking them crazy because I'm a type of person, I want to treat my partner with some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much money that you make, and I ain't gonna try to like demean you because, and also I don't like it if I can walk on top of you. First of all,
I feel like
you can't be my nigga if I can walk on top of you because I am a dominant female.
I feel like at the end of the day, right? If you a billionaire. And like, let's say you walk in the house and the house ain't clean. You gonna be pissed as a motherfucker.
Nigga, clean this motherfucking house.
You go like, you know how much I make? You know how much I pay for this? I feel like, nigga, if you make that kind of money, dog, like you be like, yo, where the dinner at?
It's a different type of entitlement. I do believe you do. I do feel like money gives you a different type of entitlement sometimes, but I don't think that I would be that way with my partner. And hopefully my partner have a hustle like me too. Because I don't know. I don't think I can be a billionaire and date somebody who not like trying, like doing some shit. Or trying to do some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like if he was a billionaire, if a nigga you ain't talking to ain't doing shit.
Oh,
I feel like you probably put hands on the nigga. I feel like you just slap a nigga just for the word. Where the fuck is
Nah, but I would dead that shit easily though.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? I would dead that shit easily.
This is a wild episode we talk about right here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I want to thank y'all, you know, for pulling up and everything like that. Shout out to Out of the Box out here. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for everybody that basically tuned in, subscribing. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And everything like that. So Kitty won't let you basically end it out.
I feel like that was a good closing right there. I think Jerome said everything that it needed to be said. It's the Fisher Out of the Box podcast. It's the #1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. And if you didn't know you needed us, now you do. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and tell us any topics that you guys want us to talk about. Or if you got any opinions or if you got somebody that we should interview, be sure to send them our way. We be checking that inbox. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what we can do. All right, let's go.